Hi, and welcome to Inspired by Sonia. On this channel, I break down personal finance in a simple and easy to understand way to help you take control of your money and build the life you deserve. Whether it's budgeting, saving, investing, or paying off debt, I am here to give you practical tips and strategies to make managing your money feel less overwhelming. If you're ready to level up your finances and start your journey towards financial freedom, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. As you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be doing an updated 3K challenge. 10 months ago, I actually did this the first time. I'm gonna tell you guys, I did not work on it in them 10 months. Like, I think I made that video, probably did that one investment and left it like that for 10 months. I recently just started actually putting money into it probably like a month ago out of the 10 months. So we're starting over. But this time I actually plan on being consistent with it because it needs to be done. Let me go ahead and get started. So first, we're going to go in with the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Everything I'm sharing is based on my own experience and personal journey. So please do not take this as financial advice. Make sure you do your own research and if needed, consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any financial decision. I am kicking off this 3K investment challenge. The goal is to build a habit of saving and growing my money by investing in stocks. Now, the purpose of this challenge is simple. We know that keeping money in a traditional savings account does not really help it grow. I've mentioned on my channel before that I want to help people at all levels when it comes to finance. If you are new to investing, I always recommend starting with a high yield savings account. It's a great way to let your money grow a little bit while it sits. And once you have at least $1,000 in your emergency fund, it might be time to consider investing. I'm not saying you have to invest in exactly what I'm choosing, but through this challenge, I'll show you the steps I'm taking and update you on the account's progress along the way. I did actually put $1,000 in my emergency fund. It was like once I had $1,000, I was going to start trading and I was going to start investing a little bit more. Because I had this little like nest egg. Now it's not a really big comfortable one, but that's basically what it is. So this 3K challenge, the money that I'm investing in the stock market is actually going to be my emergency fund more long term. So this is where I'm going to hold 3 months to 6 months of my expenses. It's going to be in this investment account and I'm just going to let it sit and let it keep growing, you know. But I wanted to start off with leaving $3,000 in there. In the next couple of months, I'm going to be investing heavy until I get to that 3K. But once I get there, I'm kind of just going to let the money sit and let it grow from there, and just probably put in a little bit here and there and, you know, put the money that I was investing a lot into something else. I wanted to give you an index update. Now, in my last video that I did about this, I kind of went more in detail. It's not going to be like that in this video because I've already filmed what these companies are, why I picked these companies, yada yada yada. You guys can go watch that in the other video. I'm gonna have it linked in the description if you want to go back and watch that one from 10 months ago. But I also just wanted to give updates on what these prices look like now from 10 months ago to now. Three we were looking at was VOO, VTI, and QQQ. I believe in the last video I had said I was only gonna do VOO, but this time I plan on doing VOO and VTI. I don't plan on doing QQQ. These are the two that I'm going to be focusing on investing in. This is what VOO looked like 10 months ago. The market price was at $522, and I think the year-to-date returns from there were 23%. These were the holdings. These were the percents of the holdings, the top 10 holding. Like I said, I'm not going too much in detail. This is really just an update video. So this is what it looks like today. From 10 months ago to now, the stock has went up $86. So with that being said, that means if you would have invested the $500 in VOO and bought one share 10 months ago, you would be up $86 in your account. Now, if you had multiple shares, you just times how many shares you bought by that 86, and that will let you know how much profit you would have had from 10 months to now. The year returns is down to 15% from its 23%. That doesn't really bother me because those are still good numbers. As long as a investment is bringing me more than 8% a year, 8 to 10% a year, I'm fine with it. Because that's still more than what the bank would give you. But if you can see, let me see if I can scroll up, you see they kind of scaled back on their Apple holdings and went a little bit more heavier in Nvidia in the past 10 months. And they took out Eli Lilly and replaced it with Tesla. So those are some of the things that like I've noticed. So now we're looking at VTI. VTI 10 months ago was at 281 and the year-to-date returns were 22%. These were some of the top 10 holdings, and now today it is at 326.89, which is up $45 from 10 months ago, and the year returns is 15%, which is still decent. They changed their holdings a little bit as well. Like I said, it looks like they both scaled back on Apple, went more into Microsoft. So now we're at QQQ, which I don't plan investing in, but it was a part of the last video, so I was like, let me just update it here too. So QQQ 10 months ago was at $483. The year-to-date returns were 22%, and these were the top 10 holdings in QQQ. So let's scroll down. All right, so today QQQ is at $596.10, which is up $112 from 10 months ago, which is pretty good gain. QQQ is more, their holdings, I believe, are like 60% technology. So when tech is booming, this ETF is going to soar. Year returns is 22%, which is still good from 10 months ago. Like we're still around the same mark, which is great. It looks like they invested more in Nvidia, scaled back on Apple as well. Yeah, QQQ is a decent option too, but I just said that I'm going to focus more on VOO and VTI. All right, and now we're going to talk about the method that I'm going to be using. It's going to be dollar cost averaging, which is the practice of investing a fixed dollar amount on a regular basis regardless of the share price. I do have $100 going into the account every month, and then out of my full-time paycheck, the numbers will fluctuate. Like I know with October coming up, I get an extra paycheck in October because of how our pay period is. I guess we get 3 checks instead of 2 in October, and also in another month we get 3 checks instead of 2. So with that extra money, I'm going to be putting a lot in investing. That will be the difference. But so when I get my like regular full time paycheck, obviously the numbers would be a little bit different, but I'm still going to be investing in VOO and VTI on a regular basis. This was my account 10 months ago. I had the $65. These are the holdings that I had in the account. These are all like Vanguard ETFs. We had a little bit of VOO and VTI. I think I only had like less than $10 in all of them, and I was still up after like having $50 and leaving them in there for like a year or two. I have totally forgot about this account, and I had gained $16 off of a $50 investment. So as of recently, here we are, my current balance is actually $561.37 in this account. I have VOO and VTI. So what I did, I sold those other ETFs and put them all in VTI, and then I've just been investing little by little into both. Right now, my current returns, I'm up 21%, $49. Like I said, I just started really back investing into it probably like a month ago. This is the compound interest calculator. I said that I wanted to have the 3K in there and basically like leave it in there. So this is if I just only had $3,000 in there, left it for 2 years with a rate of return of 15%, and I'm not putting anything else in it. The total interest will be $1,000. So that's just letting my money sit in the account for 2 years and not touching it. That's an extra $1,000. Now, obviously, if I let it sit, it'll be more and more over time. But I do plan on putting more money than $3,000. It's just the main goal right now is getting $3,000 in that account, and then we will add more as time goes, but it won't be as heavy as it is now. That's gonna be it for this video. It was pretty quick, pretty simple. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. You can always comment your questions in the comment section. You can also put like some things that you are investing in too. I would love to read them. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye.
Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suites on deposit, elevator up to the room, shower up and then we hit the club. Touchdown, gotta see what's up. Area code numbers do I still have? Who do I know from the past? Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must've changed foes on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017. All good, Chubbs to look around. Find one to see.